Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we're going to be reading 2 weight loss stories from r/lose it to help you stay on track. If you enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and join our Reddit community for a chance to win some free Narwhal merch and to get support on your journey. Link is below. My husband gave me a bathroom scale for my birthday. Go ahead, soak in the schadenfreude of imagining the scene where I collapse into a plump pile of tears and then promptly postmates a bucket of fried chicken to console myself. To his credit, he did wrap it nicely and put a bow on it. The look on his face as I opened it was like the poor soul in a movie who has to defuse a BOMB by guessing if they should clip the red or blue wire with a few seconds until it explodes, killing the entire Disney universe. He may have taken a deep breath and closed his eyes as he handed it over. Yelling ensued. But it wasn't directed at him. It was me yelling at the damn inadequate instructions to connect the smart scale to the Wi-Fi. This involved me first trying to remember the Wi-Fi password. Passwords are the worst. Turns out it was Bluetooth, but calling their helpline is a story for another day. Spouse breathed a sigh of relief that I had been serious when I asked for a fancy new scale for my birthday, and it wasn't some trap like, is Giselle Bundchen prettier than me? He says no, liar, or is my lasagna better than your mother's? Point of fact, it is. Sorry folks, this ain't a sob story. You can put away the popcorn. I stepped on that new fancy scale, 179 pounds, 66 pounds lost with 6 more to go. At 5'11", that's a 25 BMI. 10 months of sane, slow weight loss with Seiko. I'm built like a Valkyrie, so the top end of the BMI scale works for me, and I can actually say, I'm not fat, I'm just big boned. What has changed with the weight loss? I can see my toes, all of them. My feet are still ugly AF, but half a size smaller. Fun fact, feet also lose weight. These troll honkers still require I show up in the jumbo ladies foot section, but whatever. I can see them because my stomach is no longer my most prominent feature. I get cold easier. The seal blubber I had before really did keep away the chill, but damn it, I look cute in my sleek little jackets and slim fit Henleys. Actually looking forward to summer weather that doesn't involve me trying to convince myself that a moo-moo really flatters my back fat rolls. No more hiding at the back of group photos, or begging people not to put them on Facebook. About a week ago, somebody posted a series of candid photos that caught me from every angle. My biggest gripe was that the tag on my shirt was sticking out, but nobody could see it said size medium. Oh, the vanity. Less makeup and a fierce shorter haircut. I was fooling myself that somehow my longer hair balanced out my rotund stomach. Turns out that -5 inches of hair looks great with -10 inches off my waist. I've got cheekbones Kim Kardashian would envy, no contouring required. These sharp puppies get unexpected amounts of compliments. Plus, I have rediscovered my collarbone and shoulder blades. Many years ago, I read a Jennifer Warner book where the character loses a bunch of weight and wakes up one morning to find a hard lump on her hip. She thinks it's a disease until she realizes that the hard lump is the same on both sides. They were hip bones. It was like that. My intimate life. I'll just say this, bumping uglies with a bunch of extra weight was an exercise in getting winded with the lights off. My husband followed suit with his own weight loss, and between the two of us, we've lost 110 pounds, and we enjoy our own bodies and each other's much, much more. What hasn't changed? I still look like a soup chicken in skinny jeans. Maybe more like one suited for coq au vin rather than a plum centerpiece roast. Wide hips with slim legs will do that to a girl. Alas, losing weight doesn't fix everything, but I've got that hot lower back muscle ridge thing going for me, so it's a fair trade. Everything hurts, but that's a function of landing a glorious and hard-earned spot on nationally competitive rowing crew, Team B. 5 to 6 days a week, I spend 90 minutes testing the theory that the human body can simultaneously endure a hardcore cardio and resistance training workout, requiring a laser-focused mind. I never felt like more of a baddie in my life. A year ago, I felt like a baddie while wolfing down massive 1,000+ calorie burritos after a lighter workout because, I needed the fuel. Packed on about 10 pounds of muscle from that logic. The aphorism that you win the weight battle in the kitchen and not the gym, truth. What doesn't hurt anymore is my knees whenever I needed to haul my bum off the couch, or my ring finger after trying to lube up and jam my wedding band on only to watch it turn 50 shades of reduced blood flow. I have nothing to wear, she whines. This time it's because everything in my closet is too big. Even my previously smallest jeans. The aspirational ones you keep with the glimmer of hope you'll be able to pull up over your knees again are baggy. And those friggers were expensive. Kinda mad about that. Also, I'm a size 8 to 10 medium, and I've discovered finding crap that fits properly off the rack is still impossible. At least now I can say that it's an inventory problem without the little voice in the back of my head speaking the hard truth of, sorry Toots, it's actually because you're eggplant shaped, and not the svelte Japanese variety. I eat whatever I want, as much as I want. However, I'm under no illusions about the consequences of calories. 1,700 a day to lose, and maintenance is next. I still have hungry days, especially when I'm PMSing. If I want a giant steak and mashed potatoes, I go for it. Rather than popping a couple Alka-Seltzers afterwards and grabbing my sweatpants, I stay in my jeans and go easy on the calories for the next few days. Like a rational person, like my lifelong slender friends do. So, if you're still with me, a huge thanks for the support of this group. It gave me the info about Seiko, my fitness pal, and an outlet to do something I had never done before. Use a sense of humor to tackle the emotional side of weight loss. I'd be lost and still fat without you. I've lost 91 pounds and look so different, but it's the little differences that mean the world to me. My starting weight was 230 pounds. I hit the 130s a few days ago. That puts me at 91 pounds lost at 18 years old. I look drastically different, of course. I'm no longer around and hiding all my rolls behind baggy shirts and leggings that awkwardly fit. I have an actual figure, and the words petite and skinny have been used to describe me. So I've lost almost 100 pounds in 13 months. That's a huge change. But I just noticed today that it's the little things that are incredibly noticeable. Sure, to others the biggest change is definitely the way I look, but to me it's the tiniest of things. Stairs. I began losing weight early of last August. Later that month, I had a family emergency, and my mom and I went to stay at her godmother's house while we visited our sick family member. I live in a single-story house right now, so I don't have to climb stairs, but my mom's godmother let us stay in her guest bedroom upstairs. Now, I had already lost 10 pounds by this time, but I was still 220. That's big. I also have asthma. Climbing those damn stairs at 220 pounds was a challenge. I could go down just fine. Getting up sucked though. It wasn't to the point that I had to stop at the middle landing and take a breather, but I was definitely short of breath at the top. I had to do this several times a day because, well, I was staying there and all my stuff was upstairs. I couldn't just hang downstairs all the time, and it was just one flight. Flash forward to today, a year and some months later, I got a job working in an Amazon facility. I have to consistently climb 4 flights of stairs each way to get to my station, and then back down 4 flights to get to the break room. What a surprise to me that I'm able to do it with absolutely zero problems. I can even run up and down them if I'm in a hurry, and I'm never out of breath doing it. I also can walk a total of 21 miles in a week at the park. Not worrying if I fit into a space. I was never huge, but I was definitely large and round. I took a trip in June 2017 and had to take a plane. Luckily, I still had an inch on the seatbelt and didn't need an extender, but I was dangerously close. I took another plane ride this August and had at least a foot left on the belt. Clothes. I wore the same stuff over and over at my heaviest because it's tough to find cute clothes that would fit my 230 pound, 5'2" stature. I wore baggy tees and leggings all the time. I just hated clothes shopping. My wardrobe was non-existent. Once the weight melted off, I threw out my huge clothes. Save for a few shirts I can now wear as dresses, and now my closet is bursting with bright colors and all types of different styles. In fact, I consistently have to donate clothes because my style is always changing now that I'm free to explore and wear what I want. Compliments, intentional or not. I always got the "your face is pretty." Nobody really ever said anything about my body, maybe because they were trying to be nice and not draw attention to it. Now that I'm a normal weight, I hear a lot of "you're so petite" and "you're so cute." Compliments flow in like a river. I don't strive or try for them, but you can bet that it feels good when a coworker compliments me. I hardly ever receive compliments at my heaviest. So yes, I am literally half the girl I was before, but I'm twice as confident. It really is the small things that make it so worthwhile. Of course, my health is the #1 reason I lost the weight, but the little differences in my everyday life are important too. No change is ever too small. If it impacts you in any way, it's big, it's important. Love yourself and all your changes, and not just the numbers on the scale or the progress pics. Everything. And that brings us to our future Narwhals of the day, but first, as a reminder, make sure to join our Reddit community for a chance to win some free Narwhal merch and get support on your journey. The link is in the description and the top comment below. Our first featured narwhal of the day is I'm Ron, and they say, 3 years ago I decided to turn my life around and wholeheartedly embrace a fit and healthy lifestyle, and it completely changed my life, and I can't wait to see what I will look like a year from now as I recently just started lifting regularly. Our next featured narwhal of the day is Maddie, and they say, officially at 20 pounds down, and I couldn't be happier, only 13 pounds left. And our last featured narwhal of the day is Michelle, and they say, my tightest leggings are now loose on me. I've been kicking myself for not going to the gym as much as in the past couple weeks, but school, studying, and getting a new job, life, etc. has just been making it so hard to have time. I also stopped weighing myself weekly because I realized it was not good for my mental health if I didn't see the number I wanted. So yeah, these past couple weeks I had no idea if I've been making any progress, but I just tried putting on leggings that usually fit and ended up being way too big on me. So then I reached for my pair that used to be way too tight, and they're actually kind of loose on me. This honestly just made my day, and I'm just posting this to let you guys know not to give up. Even if you think you're not making any progress, you definitely are. We all got this. Thanks for sharing, narwhals. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more weight loss videos that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching, narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.